all the teachers who have joined us amidst lockdown. And I can see one comment that there's one teacher who is joining us during her CBSE evaluation duty checking. So thank you so much, ma'am. I can see only the ID, whether you are sir or ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us amidst the CBSE duty. So it's a pleasure for us that you gave your time and you joined us. So I once again welcome you all to the Osmania University School of Education presents Digital Tools for Effective Online Testing certification program in association with EdChat India and Teacher. Yesterday was our day one, where our presenter Sumedha Sodi ma'am took you through the interface of Kahoot and Quizlet, and today two another tools will be taken up. Before we move ahead, we have a quick set of ground rules that we are reminding you on a daily basis, and you all are very perfectly following them. Keep your mics on mute and videos off. We request each and every participants to keep their mics on mute and videos off. It will help reduce the bandwidth and give you a better experience. Participants will be muted during this session, and if there are any indiscipline created by the participant, we'll be left with no choice but to remove the participant. We request you all to type in your queries and questions in the chat box. There's another issue that we have faced, that teachers are unable to access the chat box. So today I have logged in from my mobile. I'll just share my mobile screen so that I can show you where exactly the chat box is on the mobile screen. So if you can see, I've shared my mobile screen with you, and at the top right corner, you will see a small rectangle. So this particular rectangle is the chat box option. So at the top right corner, you will see a small rectangle. That particular rectangle is the chat box option. So once you click that option, you'll be able to access the chat. Similarly, on the laptop or the desktop, on your screens, you will be find another this small rectangular option. This is the show conversation option. If you click this option, you'll be able to access the chat window. On the mobile screen, it is at the top right corner, and on the laptop or desktop, it is on the screen where you can see it, a small rectangle. Moving ahead with the rules, we'll happy to answer all your questions at the end of the session. And you know that we are under lockdown. Do you face any technical glitch? Please stay calm. Yesterday also we faced, and throughout the sessions that we have done, we are facing technical glitches at one point or the other. So we request you to stay calm. And most importantly, please fill in the feedback form at the end of the session. All the material, either the recording, the PDF of the PowerPoint presentation by the presenter, and some other links or any other thing that we need to share, we will be only able to share once you fill in the feedback form. So there are so many teachers who are not on the WhatsApp group or who have joined first time. So we request you to fill in the feedback form. From there itself, we'll get your contact information, the mail ID and the number, and we'll try to accommodate you into the group if you allow, and or else we will share all the details via mail. Before we move ahead, something I would like to talk about teacher. So teacher is a professional network for educators, and I always say that if you observe the spelling, there's an extra R. That extra R is to connect with educators, exchange ideas, resources, attend professional developmental activities and events. And the most important aspect of the website is to collate job opportunities for you. They have also collaborated with some corporates to provide you work from home opportunities, do look into the website teacher.in and utilize your summer vacations to earn some extra bucks. So do visit the website. And as I see, it's again 4 p.m. and we have to introduce our presenter today. So today also we have Sumedha Sodhi ma'am with us. She is currently working as HOD Social Science at Alcon International School, Delhi. She is a Global Citizenship Education School Coordinator, working in collaboration with Global Citizenship Foundation in the domain of global citizenship education for developing and advancing GCED pedagogy and practice. She is well experienced in inculcating 21st century skills among students and has initiated various programs like Engaging Classroom Program, Value Inculcation Program with her colleagues at middle school level. She is proficient in using tech tools in the classroom to maximize the learning experience and has shared her knowledge with the teacher community through a series of webinars. She is a certified global career counselor by UCLA, which is an extension of University of California, Los Angeles. She visited National Geographic Museum, Washington, D.C., USA, along with two students who won the national level competition for successful completion of plastic waste management project in school organized by National Geographic. She also visited Finland to attend the conference on online collaborative learning. She received the Best Teachers Award for her meritorious service to school at Alcon International School in the year 2015 and 16. Yesterday, ma'am explained us two platforms, Kahoot and Quizlet, and as you all know that within 5 minutes we were houseful. It was a burning session and it was a very wonderful merry-go-round for everybody. Today also, you will have wonderful journey with her. We welcome you, Sumedha ma'am, on board. And over to you, Sumedha ma'am.
Thank you so much, Kaushal sir. Good evening, all the participants. I would like to start my today's presentation by welcoming you all and sharing a beautiful quote. The most valuable resource that all the teachers have is each other. Without collaboration, our growth is limited to our own perspective. So thank you all the teachers, all the participants for joining in today, lending your precious time amidst this lockdown where you are already having lots and lots of work by the school, by CBSE, but you have decided to collaborate and do something innovative for your learners. So really it's appreciable. My salam to all the teachers, and let us start with day 2 of the program. So I'm going to share my screen. Is my screen visible, Kaushal sir? Can you just let me know?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So let us start day 2, and the tool which we are going to explore today for the online testing is the first tool is the quizzes. So I hope you are all ready to learn and excited about it. So let the journey begin. So the first thing, you have to go and use this platform in the web browser. You just have to type in quiziz.com. Yesterday we have explored Kahoot and Quizlet, and today we are going to explore more quizzing and online testing platforms. And to start with, the first one is quiziz.com. And the best part about this software is that it is also free for teachers. We can teach, we can learn on any device, in person, or even in the remote classroom experience. You can search for quizzes related to your subjects, your interest. You can click on the tab Join a Game and you can enter the game code given by the organizer, and you can play a live game also using this platform the same way that we have done yesterday with Kahoot and Quizlet. You can play a game and host a game also without signing in the website or logging in but the constraint will be that you will not be able to see the reports, or you will not have the host control if you don't sign up. So signing up or logging in is mandatory if you want to see the reports. Now, why we should use this platform Quizzes? You can use a free account to create a quiz. You can generate quiz reports, email the report to student or the parent, integrate the quiz into your already existing classes on the platforms like Teams and Google Classroom. You can develop your own collection of the quizzes for your future use. And the best and the funniest part with this particular platform is that there are multiple means which you can use to create your quiz and make this fun and engaging for your learners. You can search for quizzes and customize your search as per your relevance, your recent or most played quiz. You can search according to the grade level, subjects, languages, number of participants. So once you sign up and log in, this will be your home page that will have your profile. And all these options that you see on the left hand side corner, I'm going to explain one by one for better
Hello,
clarity of the platform.
hello. Ma'am, your screen is not visible.
Okay. Kaushal sir, is there any problem with the screen?
No, ma'am, it's completely
It's
visible.
visible. It's
Ma'am,
visible.
It is
you just
Maybe,
visible.
ma'am, there is a
refresh your
internet,
screen.
maybe, yeah, maybe there is a
It's
internet
visible.
problem at your end, ma'am. So let us continue. So once you log in and you sign up in the quizzes platform, you can see various options on the left hand side. You can find a quiz, if those are which are created by the teachers around the world. You can go to my quizzes section, which will have the quizzes which you have created and you have saved here. In the report section, you can see the reports of all the games which you have posted live, or you have assigned those quizzes as homework to your kids, or maybe you have used those quizzes to conduct a test for your learners. You can also create classes in this app or in this platform by entering the email IDs of all your class students and creating a class group the same way as you do in Google Classroom. So you can integrate quizzes here with your Google Classroom LMS program. You can save pre-made quizzes in the collection section, and you can later edit the quizzes which are made by other teachers around the world, and you can customize them according to the needs of your learners. Now, how to create a quiz? If you want to create your own quiz, you have to follow these steps. The first window will talk about you have to name the quiz on the theme you are looking for making a quiz for your learners. Then you have to choose the relevant subjects which are being talking about your quiz that you are creating. The next slide will talk about that you have to add the questions. Now for creating a question, there are multiple platforms available. You can add audio to the question statement if needed for young learners, or you can add question statement. You can add the multiple choice question. You have to choose the correct option in advance. You can set the timing, add images to the answers for the young learners to identify, and even you can add images to the question statement if needed. And the greatest benefit of this platform is teleport. The word teleport on the top, you can see either you can create a new question or you can teleport. So teleport option gives you the platform where already the question bank exists in the app itself on the theme on which you are looking for a quiz for your learners. So you can pick up those questions at no cost. All those questions can be added to your quiz which you are creating for your learners. So this is the great benefit, one of the best features of quizzes. You can create your quizzes by importing the question from the pre-made quizzes by searching them smartly. You can click on this option teleport, and in the desktop version you see various quizzes open up on the right hand side of the screen. You can click on that quiz, whichever appeals you, and you can move to all the questions one by one. Whichever question you think can be fit into your quiz, you can click on add question, and the question jumps to your quiz in making. Now, making a quiz on quizzes also gives you an option that whether you want to include it as a public domain or you want to make it as a private quiz. So accordingly, you can decide your platform for that. You can also do a live quiz the way that we have done in Quizlet and Kahoot with your children. You can organize team competitions, you can do individual participation, and you can also take it as a test where no live scoreboard will be there, but you can assign the homework with a due date and due time. And also you can give it as a practice test to your learners, generate a practice link, but no reports will be available for the practice part. It is just a practice by the children. Another beautiful option that you have with this platform is that you can print your quiz as a ready to conduct quiz sheet later on once the lockdown opens and you go to school. All these quizzes can also be utilized at that time. And if you want to share the quiz with your teacher, fellow member, or instructors to give your expert comments or edit the quiz, you can use the share option and share the quiz. Also, for joining the live game, the children will need to go to a website called joinmyquiz.com, and again it is going to ask for a game code. Once the children enters the game code, they will come into the live mode and you can play a live quiz with your learners. So let us go to the interface and explore this app right now. So I'm going to take you to the web browser. Once you go to quizzes.com, Varun sir, can you please mute everyone?
Yes, ma'am, on it.
Just
Teachers request you to please keep your mics on mute. Thank you. Ma'am, everybody is
thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. So let us go to the web browser and try using this app and create a quiz right now. So if you have a other device with you, or you can just minimize your Teams meeting and you can create a quiz right now with me. Go to Google. In the web browser, you have to type in quizizz.com. And once it opens, it will ask you to log in or sign up using your Gmail account or your Facebook account. Once you log in, a teacher's dashboard will open. So this is the teacher's dashboard which you are going to see once you log in into the quiz. Once you log in and you join in, it will also ask you, it will give you the option of that whether you are a teacher or a student. So I am already registered here as a teacher. So I will click on this option, teacher dashboard. So it is asking me, what will you teach today? So I already have so many quizzes which are developed by teachers around the world on different topics. I have quizzes on social sciences, I have quizzes on mathematics, I have quizzes on English, language, arts, world languages. I have quizzes on science, quizzes on computer science and skills, quizzes on career and technical education, creative arts, health and physical education. So if I am busy with the other work, still I can give engaging experiences to my kids without worrying about the time and energy required to develop my own quiz. And all these quizzes are available in the free version only. I don't have any paid version of any digital tool. You just can utilize all these quizzes with already developed by teachers. You can duplicate them, you can edit them, you can save in your own collections. So these are the features on the left hand side which is available to me in this platform. I can find a quiz already developed by teachers around the world. This is a collection of my quizzes. which I have created. Next, we have reports of the quizzes which are created by me, and I have played those quizzes with my students. There is an option of classes where I can add all my learners. This is my collection which I save from the teacher community wardrobe. I take the quiz which I like and put it in my collection to use it. There are memes which I can use to create my quiz to make my learners happy and see a smile on their faces. So let us start by creating a new quiz. So on the top you can see there is a plus button saying create a new quiz. So let us see how this interface works. So the first question it is asking me which quiz you want to make, what is the theme. So let us make a quiz on Earth Day, and I will say okay, this is a geography topic, or you can say social studies, whichever subject it is talking about. Then I click on next button. It will take me to an interface where it is asking what kind of question you want to make. You want to make multiple choice question, checkbox question, fill in the blanks, poll, or open-ended. So the most amazing part here is in Kahoot, all these type of questions are in the paid version. But here it is all free of cost. You don't have to pay anything for using any type of question you want to use and give experiences to your learner. So if I want to make a multiple choice question, this kind of window will open. These are the different type of choices I have. This is the place I have to type in my first question. So let us start typing the first question for our learners. My first question is, more than half of oxygen. So I will give the answer options to my learners. Is it coming from forest, or it comes from ocean? Does it come from the flowers, or does it come from the clouds? And the correct answer, I have to put a tick mark here. I have an option of putting a media. I can add an image to my question, or even the audio to my question if my learners are special children with some kind of special needs, or they are very young to read the question. I have the option of putting images and audios. And even with each option, I can put an image of a forest, I can put an image of an ocean, image of a flower, image of a cloud, and I can also set the time limit to my question, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So since this is a multiple choice question, let me keep only 20 seconds for each question. And even for the people who teach mathematics, there is the option of add maths equation. So for making maths test also, this tool is very, very user friendly. Once my question is ready, I simply go and click on save button. So my first question is already set. And since it is working on an auto save mode, I don't have to click on save anywhere else. Just by entering one question, all the quizzes will be added and it is all auto saved. Now the next question, I have to click on this
Sumedha,
new
ma'am.
question button. Yes, ma'am.
Sumedha, ma'am, I'm so sorry to disturb you. But in this interface only there is a thing before a time that which says tag standards. What is that, ma'am?
Okay, ma'am. So we will try that in the next question. Okay. Okay, ma'am. So multiple choice question, I am adding the second question here. So let me try putting this question. The second question, how much oxygen is produced by Amazon forest? So I will give the options to my children. Is it 1%, Is it 5%? Is it 10%? Or is it 20%? My correct answer is 20%. I will click here. So this is what ma'am wants to know. So it says align your quiz to state learning standards. So if you want to search for it, you can see that whatever question you have given, is it specific to any particular standards, like any country already have done research on this particular question or something like that. Is it clear, ma'am? So this is not a mandatory field which you have to do. It is just an optional one. If you think it is required, it's fine. Otherwise, it is not a mandatory one. So you set the timing and just click on the save button. If I click on the image button, so it is saying you can either have text or image as an answer option and not the both. So I am already writing the text. If I don't write the text and it is for small children, I can just put an image according to the question I have framed for my learners. But since I have already used the text, so it is showing you can only put the text or a image. Once I click here on save button, this question is added to my quiz. So 2 questions I have already added. So let us move forward. This was just to show you that how user friendly it is. I can put an image here related to Earth Day to make it more attractive for my learners. I can choose which class quiz it is for. It is already showing align quiz to standard, so I can put it here if it is up to any country standards or any kind of board standards. I can also import the questions which are already there in the Excel sheet. If I have already saved some question before, I can import those questions from the spreadsheet. And this teleport option I was telling you, if I click here, it will show me all the quizzes which are already developed by teachers around the world on Earth Day. So if I think that I want some questions which are already prepared by the teacher around the world, so I will see, okay, which question is matching my quiz. So I will just click on add button here, and this question will be added to my quiz as a third question. I can scroll it down and read all the question. And if I think this quiz is fine, I can go to the next quiz and see what are the 3 R's. Okay, this question is good for my learner. I simply click on add button and I can add this question to my quiz. So here it is showing 2 questions have been teleported. So once I am done with the quiz, I can simply click on the arrow, and now I have 4 questions. 2 questions were created by me and 2 questions I have used from the quizzes which are already existing in this software. And once all questions are completed, I can simply click on this done button. I can add an image. I can choose which language I want the quiz to be. I can choose the classes who will be playing this quiz. Is this quiz to be viewed only by me, or it can be viewed by anyone in public? So I can set the settings like the way we were able to see the quizzes which are developed by the teacher around the world. If you make it public, anyone can see your quiz and anyone can use your quiz from the teleport option or duplicate option. And once all the details are completed, you simply click on save button. And this quiz will be added in my collection. So if I go to my collections, it will be if I go to my quizzes, so it is showing that I have a quiz on Earth Day, I have quiz on teaching aptitude, I have quiz on drainage, I have a quiz on Namami Gange. So I have quiz on the different topics which I have used in the month of April and May to teach my students during the remote learning classes. So now let me give you the experience of how we can play live quiz using this platform. So whenever you want to play any quiz, you can simply go to that quiz from your quizzes or maybe from the collections that you already have, and you can click on that particular quiz and you can play it live with your learners. So let me just try with this teaching aptitude quiz, and let me see if I can play this quiz with all of you. Okay, so I was editing this quiz in the morning for all of you. Yeah, it's ready. So let us play this quiz live and let us together relish the experience of having a learning in a playway manner with the kids. So I simply click on this classic mode is best because my learners that are at home, they are individuals, they are not in the team mode. I don't want to give them as a test. So I will click on continue. So once I click on continue, it will show me that all the learners will have to go to a website called joinmyquiz.com, and this is the game code which my learners have to put in to play this game. So I request all the participants to go to the website joinmyquiz.com and put the game code 627902. So I can see the learners have already started joining. I also have an option of sharing the link in the Teams chat window. I can simply copy the link and I can paste this link in the either in the WhatsApp group or in the Teams chat window for my kids. So let me put it there in the Teams chat window for all those who are not able to access the website.
Can we see password again, please?
Yeah, ma'am, putting. So I have also shared the link in the team chats window. You can also join the quiz from there. So I can see 52 players, very good, excellent. Teachers are quite excited for the quizzing platforms. So yeah, definitely somebody has written in the Teams chat window, it is better than Kahoot. Yes, definitely, because it is offering all the options for free without paying anything to the app. You can simply use all the options: open-ended questions, multiple choice questions, poll questions. Every type of question is available to be used by your learners. You can give varied experiences, and just now you will see yourself how beautifully it works and what kind of happiness and what kind of smile you all will get on your face once you see the memes, the playful memes which come after every answer. So great, I have 119 players with me. I am still waiting. Let us wait for another 2 minutes and let us start the quiz. Wow, 123 participants. Great. So once all the learners in your class are ready for the quiz, their names are appearing on my page. You can see, I can see all the names with beautiful memes coming, and all my participants are quite excited about the quiz. So this quiz is related to the teacher's aptitude. So let me start the quiz. I will just play on this start button. So I can see the results on my screen. I can see which participant is answering which questions right, and I can see that 143 players are playing this game right now. I can also see the result by ticking here the top 5 participants of my class. And if I want to see the questions, I can also see the questions here. I can play the music here from the top. So due to paucity of time, I think I have to end the game. And let me see the top 5 people in the game who are leading the quiz. Miss Nissi, Miss Vishali Chaudhary, Miss Prerna Dayal, Miss Shirisa, and Miss Anubha Singh. So once I end the game, so let me see, it is going to show me the winners also once I end the game. So still the quiz is not completed, so that is why it did not show the winners. So once I click on end game, it will show me. So that is how you can utilize this app Quizzes, which is easily downloadable from the Play Store, on the Apple Store. You can download this platform, this app on your mobile phones also. If you don't want to download the app in the Apple Store or your Play Store, you can use it as a web browser also. But you should explore this platform for great experiences. Now, if I click on this reports button, I will be able to download the reports of the quiz. So just now I have played this quiz live. It is showing. The quiz name was Teaching Aptitude. Total players were 166. The accuracy of my learners were the 35% learners were able to do it accurately. And if I click on these 3 dots, it will show me the option of download the Excel report of each learner. I can rename the report and I can delete the report, and I can filter all the reports by, I can search by the class and filter the reports by date. So it is going to give you the instant feedback, diagnostic feedback about each and every learner, about the learning, about the assessments that we are talking about today. So I hope this interface is clear to you and you enjoyed taking up the quiz. Now let us move on to the next interface.
Ma'am, one question can I ask you?
Sir, I think it will be better if we have the questions in the end, just to save time, if you don't
Thank
mind.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So let us move to the next tool that we are going to explore. But before we go to the next quiz, I have another fun quiz for all my lovely teachers who have spared their time just to have a little kind of ice-breaking session. I request all the teachers to take up this quiz right now. I'm going to share the link of this quiz in the chat window with all of you so that you can participate in the quiz. So I have shared the link in the Teams chat window. Please click on that link and you will be taken to a website called www.theboardteachers.com, and there is a quiz which you all have to take right now. And please share your results of the quiz with me.
Ma'am, we cannot see chat window
The
on the
link cannot be
screen.
copied.
Okay, so I think the
Yeah. So what we'll do is that we would share
we
it on
will
the
share the
screen.
presentation, then
Yeah.
we will mail the presentation to them, and then
Yeah.
maybe they can try out later on at their
Sure.
homes. Okay,
Thank
sure. So let us move on to the next tool. So dear teachers, the next quizzing tool we are going to explore is Quiz So it is another great platform which you can try on with your learners. Quiz So Quiz is a platform which helps to play quizzes as fun team games in the classroom, spurring on the students to complete questions or set quiz for homework. You can collect both short-term and long-term data on the classroom performance, which will help you to analyze the efficacy of your lesson plans, which will help you to achieve your learning outcomes and learning objectives which you have set for your learners. It will help you to align quizzes to your curriculum standards, the rubrics that you have in your own subject, and follow the student progress connected to each rubric standard that you have achieved and you have drafted for your learners. You can also differentiate by automatically assigning the follow-up activities based on the performance of your student. So that is the added advantage here, which was not there in Kahoot, which was not there in Quizlet, which was not there in the quizzes. So that is why I wanted to share this another beautiful platform. If your big learners have got less than 50% marks in the quiz, you can assign them a crash course. You can assign them the video. You can assign them a document to read. You can share the PowerPoint presentation with them to prepare the test again. So this particular platform give you this option where you can give your learners a remediation also online. We are thinking how to give support to the remedial students in the online atmosphere. So this is the platform which you can give to your learners to do a remediation, a self-learning on their own pace at their own houses without coming to the classroom. You can track the student progress instantly. So let me take you to this interface now. You have to go to a website called quizlist.com. So those who can try it with me right now, please go to the web browser and type in there quizlist.com. Go to the web browser and type in there quizlist.com. The spelling you can see on my window. Kaushal sir, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. It is. Yes.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you so much. So this is the web browser. You have to go to quizalist.com, and same as the other previous apps we have explored, you just have to create your account in this platform by logging in through your Gmail ID or Facebook ID or whatever options are available. And once you log in here, it will show you an interface where you have multiple quizzes already developed by the teachers around the world. There are quizzes on maths, there are quizzes on science, there are quizzes on English, language and arts, quizzes on social studies, quizzes on world languages, quizzes on current affairs. And if you want to create your own quiz, then you have to go to this tab on the top, create new quiz. just next to my name, you can see there is a tab in light blue color, create new quiz. And once you click here, you can create your own quiz as per the needs of your learner, as per the age group, as per the learning needs of your students. So once I click here, it is asking me a question, what is your quiz title? So for example, if I want to make a quiz on clean energy, I will just type in, I can upload an image here and I can click, I have an option of importing the questions from the spreadsheet, or also I have the option of importing from Quizlet, which we learned yesterday. So you can use multiple options, or you can click on add a new question. Once you click here, the other options are visible to you. You can set the duration of the question, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 45 seconds, as per the difficulty. You can use the math mode. For the mathematics teacher, it will be an added advantage. You can use images, you can use
Ma'am,
audio.
sorry to interrupt. Ma'am, sorry to interrupt. One thing. Ma'am, can we import questions like if we have already something in our system, like मेरे पास Word की अगर कोई file है, so can I import questions from there also?
Yes, ma'am. You can simply copy paste also from there.
Okay, so like, is it possible like if I'm having 10 to 15 questions, so like all questions can be like imported directly without
Yes, ma'am.
because
Yes,
okay,
ma'am. It can be added. Yes.
okay.
So if
So
I type, yeah, you can try it. It is available, but Excel sheet is always better. If you have questions in the Excel sheet, like a spreadsheet, it is always better. So let us the first question. So my first question is, which country has not run completely on renewable energy? So if this is my first question, so I have to write the correct answer over here and the incorrect options over here. You can also give an answer explanation if you want your learner that why this answer was correct or why this answer is incorrect. You can also write an answer explanation to give the instant feedback to your learners, and you can also add a subtopic. Once your question is done, you want to add some image, you can use images, you can use audio, you can use text to speech as per the learning target you are having, the learner's target, the differentiation style you are having in your class. You can use the option and simply you click on add a new question. So this will give you the option of adding the second question, and once you add all the questions, you can simply go to this option, save and give to class. So it will take me to another page which will say to whom you want to give this quiz to. So I will say I want to give this quiz to my first class. Maybe this is my first class. So you have three options here, whether you want to play this quiz live in the class, or you want to assign as a homework, or you want to assign this as an exam. So under three options, I have different options. If you want to give it as a homework, there is a start, date and time. If you want to give as a exam, there are different options which are available. In the exam also, you can set the timing of the test for half an hour, for 1 hour, as per your need and as per your requirement. You can click on the various options which are available, and once you assign this as a homework, for example, if we are doing, you can assign this activity to the learners. So the activity has been assigned successfully, it is showing. And as I told you, the plus point of this app that you can assign follow-up activities for the kids. So any child who has scored less than 50% in my test, I can add up follow-up activities for my learner. I can add up my own resources, or I can add up sublinks. I can add up some PDF document. I can add a YouTube video for my learner. So any of the activity which I think my learner need to go through the chapter again, my learner need to watch this video again and then take up the quiz again. So this is a added advantage in this platform, Quizalist, which was not there in Kahoot, not there in Quizlet, and not there in Quizzes. So that is why I thought I will share this platform with you. Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
can we create MCQ type of questions? Because right now I'm creating it,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I'm not getting any option to set the type of question.
No, ma'am, MCQ question only I created in front of you on clean energy. My first question was MCQ only. Which country has not run completely on renewable energy? So it was showing the correct option and the 3 incorrect options I had to give. So this will be a kind of MCQ question only that I create. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So once I assign this quiz, or I don't want to give the follow-up activity, I can simply click here, skip for now. So once I skip it, so these are the 2 activities which I already have in my collection, which I can use for playing with my class. So let us see if I want to play this quiz with my learners. So I will go on this quiz. How well do you know 2019? And I want to play this quiz live with my learners. I don't want to give them as homework. So let us try this platform also. So this is a current affair quiz and I have 2 options. Either I can play on one-to-one basis, or I can divide my class into 2 teams, team versus team. So let us try this option. All my players, all my students will be automatically divided into teams, and let us see who wins. So once I click here, it will ask my learners to go to a website called z.share. So this is the website my learners have to go, ZZISH, and enter the code over there. So I request all the participants to please go to a website, ZZI.sh, and enter this code over there. And let us play a live quiz right now. How well do you know 2019?
Can you please repeat the website address, ma'am?
Yeah, it's there on my screen, ma'am. If you are able to see my screen, on the top you can see the website is ZZI.sh.
Okay.
And the code is JVX in small letters 9287. So I can see Miss Khushbu Jain has joined the quiz. Excellent. Others are also requested to join. Miss Shiny has joined. Narula Education has joined.
Please pick the code again, ma'am.
Yeah. Sure, ma'am. I am copying the class code and giving to you in the Teams chat window also. Yeah, somebody has already typed the code there, ma'am. You can see it from there also.
Yeah, ma'am.
So I can see all of you are automatically being divided into 2 teams, and here we are going to do a kind of a race. So let us see which teams reach the finishing line first. The finishing line is in the center. The vertical pole-like structure that you see is the finishing line, and all of you have been divided into teams. Let us see which team reaches the finishing line first and which team knows about the 2019 better. So I can see first team is leading with 4,018 points. Excellent. Team 2 is also now leading with 4,357 points. Great. Yes, buck up. Team A, Team 1, Team 2, please buck up. Let us see who wins the race first. Great. I can see first team has bagged 5,601 points and is nearing the finishing line. Excellent. Team 1 is very close to the finishing line. Wow. Excellent. A tough competition between both the teams. Excellent. So let us see who wins the race. First team is leading with 16,703 points.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't understand what you.
Ma'am, you were supposed to go to this website called zzI.sh and join the code to play the game.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I hope all of you are able to take the game. So I'm ending the game. You can play it later. Due to paucity of time, I'm just ending the game, and I can see team 1 is leading with 16,703 points, with the participants name on my screen as Miss Khushbu Jain, Miss Shiny, Yug Gupta, Mr. SP, Neha Jain, Aparna, Miss Vishali, Miss Swati. So all these people are leading as team 1. The results are there on my screen. I can see that. So once all the learners have taken this game, you can end the game. Wow, team 1 is leading. Yes, so team 1 has backed the first prize in the game. So the way you have played the game live here, same way you can give this experience to your learners in the virtual class. Teach for 10-15 minutes and keep 10-15 minutes time to revise the same topic by developing these quizzes, which will motivate your learners to join your class on everyday basis, and they will never be able to miss your class with such lovely experiences that you can give it to them. The app also gives you the benefit of download the results the same way that we have seen in quizzes. You can download the report, you can download the feedback for each child and share the feedback with parents through Excel sheet with children, and you can also update your data for having an online test of your kids. So this is how these two platforms will be great tool to teach in the remote classroom experience with your children. Now, although Mr. Kaushal wanted me to explain only 2 tools today, but I thought let me share with you another beautiful tool. The third tool, just I will take another 10 minutes to explain that. And this is the tool which is known as Padlet. So it is again a very beautiful tool which you are going to enjoy with your learners in the online testing field. So you can use Padlet in your classroom for organizing different kind of discussions, for different kind of video conferencing platforms you can give to your learners for learning about some kind of planets or maybe book reviews. So it is again a great tool to do online testing with your kids. So all of you, maybe you are already aware about this platform called Padlet. It allows posting of text, posting of images, audio, web links. It also provides different backgrounds and layouts to meet the needs of your learner. It also have many options for sharing and exporting the results once all the participants have filled in their thoughts in the Padlet. Why we should use it as teachers? It promotes group discussions, because generally in the virtual kind of atmosphere, if I give chance to every learner to speak, my class will become chaotic and all the learners will not be able to understand what is going on in the class. So to promote a group discussion, I use this tool called Padlet, where I post a question for my learner and they just open the link of the Padlet and start posting their thoughts on it, and I can read the views of my students from there. It provides opportunities for the students to learn about the digital etiquettes and digital citizenship, thereby creating the future workforce who is informed and they are ready to take up the responsibilities in a better way. And the best thing is that it works on any device with a web browser, whether it is a mobile phone or a laptop or a tablet or a Google Chromebook. So these are the examples how you can use this tool for creating the assessments, online assessments for your kids. So this is just an example I have taken for the maths teachers. You can provide a simple way to create matching exercises on the Padlet. For example, match the names, images, and properties of quadrilaterals, or work out the steps needed to solve 5 equations. So every child will be able to put up their post in kind of a sticky note kind thing, and the questions can be posted by the teacher on the top. Similarly, you can organize group discussions with your learner without them unmuting themselves and disturbing in the class. Without waiting for your turn, the learners are so enthusiastic that they start sharing their experience. But that makes the class very chaotic, and the teacher is not able to manage that in the virtual classroom atmosphere. So this is the best way to do class discussion. You write on the top of the Padlet, discuss your favorite planet. They have the option of writing about it, add picture, add video, add their own image. So multiple platforms are given to the child in one collaborative wall. You can also ask children to record their own videos and upload it in the Padlet wall. So it will be a video collection board which can be shared with all the learners as a PDF, through mail, through Twitter, through Facebook. You can download it as PDF, you can download it as an image and share it with your class. So dear teachers, let me take you to the Padlet wall and let me show you how you can make your own Padlet. I know you must be quite exciting about it. So please go to the website called padlet.com. Right now you can create your own Padlets. Go to a website called padlet.com and sign in as an educator using your Gmail account or your Facebook account or any other email account you have. You can create your account and sign in. So this is my Padlet homepage with my name. So it will show a tab here on the top, make a Padlet. So once I click here, make a Padlet, it will give me variety of options. What kind of my wall should look like. It should be a packed content in a brick-like structure. It should be like a canvas. It should be streamlined content with one on the top and other adjusting in the bottom of each other. Or I want to make a grid-like structure, or it should be a shelf-like structure, or I want to create a map, or I want to make a timeline kind of structure to teach my learners about the different timelines associated with the history or any other subject which you are teaching. Timelines are always important. So if I choose here, make a Padlet of a wall-like structure. So my Padlet will be ready in fractions of seconds. I just have to do quick editing to give the name or the question which I want. So for example, if I write the title of this Padlet here, share your experience of virtual teaching. So I'm making this Padlet for all of you, dear teachers. I will share the link and I want to know your experience about your virtual teaching. So here it is a description which I can give to my participants. The next question it is, I can also give an icon. Right now it is none. I can put an icon over here. So this icon is added over here, you can see. The next question it is asking me what you want your Padlet address to be. So I can edit this. And I can write virtual teaching over here. It is giving me a lot of options to change the wallpaper. So if I am not happy with this wallpaper, I have a lot of other wallpapers. I can have simple solid colors, gradients, some textures, or I can choose the pictures which are already there in the image library. So these are the pictures which are already there, which I can explore. So if I take this one, since I am more of a colorful person, so I like colorful images. Then the next question it is asking me, do you want to display the name of the author above each post? So yes, I want to see the name of the author who is writing. Do you want to see the new post appearing first or last? So I will say first. You can also choose last as per your preference. Do you want all the viewers to comment on the post? So maybe you are making it for your learners and you want a peer feedback. You want to give a peer review exercise to your learners. So you can click it on and your learners will be able to review each other's work and write their comments. If you don't want, you can simply click it off. You want to give any reactions to the post, a heart or a star or a grade. So you can choose it from here. You want to put a like option, so you can put it here. Thus the Padlet, the answers which your learners are writing requires your approval before they post it. So you can click it. So before coming on the wall, your approval will be taken. If you want to filter the bad words used by the children, maybe just for playing a prank with the teacher, they can use bad words. So those bad words will be replaced by the nice emojis by the app itself. So you can click it on. So once you do all the settings, you can change the font setting from here and you click on next and your Padlet is ready. It's very simple. And you click on start posting. So your collaborative wall is already ready for your learners. You can just click on the share option, copy the link of this Padlet, and wherever you want to send it to your learners, either through mail or through your WhatsApp group or Teams chat window. So I am posting this link right now in the chat window, and I want all the teachers to share their experiences of the virtual teaching here. So just click on that link and your answers will be there in front of me. I have pasted the link.
Ma'am,
Click on
chat
that
window
link.
is not working. Ma'am, chat is not working. Actually, मैं
Ma'am,
chat
yeah,
enable नहीं है.
just now, Kaushal sir has shown you in the beginning how you have to access it. I can
No,
see
no, ma'am.
some
No,
people
ma'am.
have
Chat.
already started. Ma'am, you can see on my screen, people have already started writing their comments with their names.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
ma'am.
so it means it's working. Maybe there is some
Sumedha
technical.
ma'am, it's like yesterday. It is activated for some and it deactivated for some others.
Okay, ma'am. So I will add this link in my PPT, so you can do it later on also. I will add it in my PPT and I will share it with Varun sir. So once you get the mail, the PPT that I'm using today, you will also get the Padlet link and you can share your experience of virtual teaching there. I will be able to read your experiences later on also.
Thank you so much. Grateful. Grateful.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So all those who are able to write their experiences, I can see many people have already started sharing their experience of the virtual teaching. And also, I am
Ma'am, I
in a
want to ask something.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, here I can see some names are showing anonymous.
Yeah, so maybe those people who have not entered their name. They have not entered their name. Maybe they don't want to reveal their identity. So that is why the anonymous is coming. Otherwise, people are supposed to write their name on the top. So there are many exciting features you can try if you click on these three dots here. You can edit your post. You can add beautiful colors to your sticky notes. So I can see even the teachers are writing in Hindi. I am very happy. Pushpa ma'am, she is from my school only. So I am very happy she is writing her remarks in Hindi only. Thank you Pushpa ma'am for joining in. So various teachers are writing. You can use these three dots. You can copy the post. You can expand the post. You have the option of adding a video, adding an image. You can add audio. You can add your own picture. You can take your own photograph live and post it. You can like each other's post. And this is how you can just post the question on the top and your learner will answer. Yeah.
Sumedha ma'am, would you please allow one question?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Please ask.
Ma'am, the moment I am on your wall only.
Yes, ma'am.
The moment I click on the that plus
Yeah,
button
plus
to
button.
share my thought,
Yeah.
it says Padlet updated elsewhere, and I'm not able to write anything. I'm struggling since last couple of minutes.
Okay, ma'am. So I don't know right now why this problem is coming. Maybe you can try later on because I can see all the participants are able. Sometimes due to internet connectivity issue also, this can happen.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
if you see here, I am going to write here. Sumedha Sodi, my name is here. You can write a title, and there is an option of uploading. You can upload different things here. You can upload pictures. So I can upload documents. I can upload links over here. YouTube video links. I can take my own picture. If I click on these three dots, I have an option of uploading a link, uploading a snap, uploading a movie, recording my own voice. So it is catering to the different needs of your learner. You can simply write the question on the top, share your journey of summer break. Once your learner join back, they will be able to share multiple things with you. You can also draw here. The children have the option of drawing also. So in multiple ways, the child will be able to share his or her experience of different topics which you want your learner to elicit. And also you can use the Padlets which are developed by the teachers around the world. So once my Padlet is ready and I click here on three dots, I can show you how you can use this platform. You can remake it, you can invite people to collaborate and do additions in this. You can share this through the link like the way I have shared. If you click on export option, So these memories are going to be preserved with you. You can get a QR code for it. You can email it. You can share on Facebook. The link will be there. You can share on Twitter. You can share on Google Classroom. You can share this platform as an image, as a PDF, as a CSV file, as an Excel spreadsheet file, or you can print it also. So there are multiple options you can use, and later on you can collect the data of what your learners have written, and you can do the online assessment based on the answers your children have given without any disturbance in the class, without the child is speaking. You are able to gauge, and accordingly you can mark the attendance for the day. If you tell the child you have to write your answer, then only I am going to give the attendance for today. So attendance can already be taken later on from the Padlet, because it will be there in your dashboard forever. Till the time you go to your dashboard and delete it, it will always be there. So let me show you one Padlet which I used in my classroom, how you can use it for online testing. So I wrote a question on the top. I was teaching, since I am a social science teacher, I wrote a statement based question on the top, that cheap and affordable credit is important for development. And in the description I wrote justify the statement. So these are the answers which were written by my students instantly in the class itself. Some of them have added the pictures also, you can see. Some of them have added the videos also. So different children have given their own answers in beautiful way, and later on I studied all the answer and gave them marks for the online assessment. So these kind of assessments you can plan in the online atmosphere also, where the child is also excited to participate, and the child is really going to love the journey of participating in such kind of online assessments which you are going to take for them. So now coming on to the end of the today's session, we have the assignment for all of you to complete from the today's tools which are being shared with by me. So this is your assignment 3. So I have shared 2 quizzing platform with you, Quizizz and Quizalist. So you have to create a minimum 10 question educational quiz using either of the two. You can use either Quizizz or Quizalist, and create a minimum 10 question educational quiz for the learners on any topic of your subject expertise or general knowledge, adding the following features. You can add timer to each question, or if you are not willing to add a text because your learners are quite young to read, you can add images as per the question theme. You can write that which animal is the you can say a carnivore's animal or a omnivore's animal, and you can add pictures of those animals so the child will identify. You can add your audio so that the child is able to listen to your question, because child is young enough to read the question. So as per the age group you are catering to, you have to make a quiz and use all varieties of question types. Use multiple choice question, use open-ended, use poll. So that will give you the idea that how the quiz can be catered to diverse learners, and catering to the multiple nature of the high achievers also, the average scorers also, and the low scorers also. And assignment 4 talks about you have to create a educational discussion wall using this beautiful educational platform called Padlet on any topic of your subject expertise or general knowledge. It can be a general topic also, or you can post a question for your learner which you are going to utilize with your learners in the month of July, when you will have another next session coming up, or it may be it is a school lockdown will open and you will be able to meet your learners, but then also through WhatsApp you can share the experiences of yours, and also you can elicit the journey of the summer holidays which the child has taken. So this is another quiz I wanted to do with you, but somehow some people are saying these links are not working. So I am going to share this PPT with you, and you can take these fun quizzes which I have added in today's presentation for all of you. So you will be really amazed to see the results of these quizzes. So that's it from my side. Thank you so much. If you want to connect with me, I'm available on Twitter @Sodi Sumedha. So let us collaborate and build a global coalition teacher community to help each other and share our learning resources with each other. Thank you so much. Kaushal sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, Sumedha ma'am. And as you all know that
Kaushal, your audio is not audible. Can you unmute yourself?
is it now audible, Varun?
Yes, yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Sumedha ma'am, again for taking us through a merry-go-round joyride, where along with two tools, you gave us another tool that was Quizalize. It was wonderful. Even I enjoyed the Quizlet part. It was wonderful. So now, teachers, we are open to question and answer. You can ask your question and answer. We are open to question and answer, and Sumedha ma'am will be happy to answer all your queries. I think we had one sir in the middle of the session who wanted to ask. So, sir, you
Yeah,
can ask.
I just want to ask one question. When is the deadline for this assignment? That's all, please.
Yes, so I would like to answer for this. So we have extended the deadline dates. We have basically made it until June 7th. You can submit until June 7th because yesterday a couple of teachers had reached out to me saying that they were really busy with all the schoolwork, and we totally understand with regards to that. So you have 4 more days until June 7th. You can complete all the 4 assignments that were submitted, yesterday's two and today's two. All of the
So
information
my
will be.
other question is how will you know, because let's say it's 200 participants, each of us will have to turn in all 4 assignments. So there's a way that you can track that we've given you all 4 and then you'll give us a certificate, sir. That's all I want to check.
Yes, yes. So ideally, as mentioned in yesterday's mail, you're supposed to upload it on the Teacher platform, and
Yes,
from there
correct.
we would be able to track your progress and track the number of assignments that you submitted, and that is how we'll be allocating your certificate.
Done. Thank you.
Varun sir, I
Could you
think
please,
you
could
can
you please
explain it
share
again.
assignment 1 and 2,
Yeah.
please?
Varun
Could you
sir,
please
I
share
request you to
assignment 1 and 2?
explain the steps today again, because maybe some new learners have joined today. So you can share the teacher.in platform where to post the assignments today also.
Yes, yes, sure, ma'am. Teachers, I just request you to stay patient for the next 5 minutes. I'll just show you again how do you upload it, and then we can go back to the regular Q&A session. All right. Thank you so much. So I'm just beginning to share my screen.
Mr. Varun, I have a question for today, guys.
Sir, please, I request you to be patient. We would be answering your questions once after this demo is showcased. Meanwhile, Kaushal, you can share the feedback form link, and I'd start sharing my screen. Kaushal, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Varun.
Great. So, teachers, you'll have to go to teacher.in, that is the website, and click here on teacher login. So once when you click here on teacher login, you can there are two sets of users. People who have already registered can type in their email address and password here and just click on submit. In case if you are a new user and you do not have an account on Teacher previously, you can log in via Google or log in via Facebook in just one click, and you can get into the system. Or if it is required, you can click on register as a teacher and fill in all your details and click on submit and log in. Now, because I already have an account, which is now my name is Varun, but I'm using my co-founder, which is Harsha's account. So just type in.
Hi Varun, I just have one question with respect to this, because it lets you log in with Google and it automatically takes you to teacher page, which means it's not even asking you for a password. Is it not breach of security?
No. See, I would again bring it to attention today we use the highest of securities. We are using Google's official SDK. So what happens on the technical front is that we have made it easy for you to log in. So once when you are clicking on login via Google, it basically takes in your Google email address and your name. These are the only two details that
No,
we
no,
take.
I understand that. I understand how it's working. I'm wanting to understand the security behind it, because it immediately accesses my password to Gmail, and then it goes to teacher. And I really
No,
want to make
no,
sure it's secure.
that doesn't work that way. So we do not have information regarding your Google password or anything on those lines. We just use your Google account to log in. So how it works is that whenever you're creating an account, the basic details are your email address, your name, right? These are the two
Right.
details that we initially take. Your password is nothing that we are concerned about, and we do not take that as well. So what happens is that whenever you use the Facebook SDK or the Google SDK, it basically it is like an authentication factor that you already have an account, and we are using that particular account to log in to just take these two details. And I'm making it clear again, we are using the highest of security protocols, and there is absolutely no way in which there'll be a data breach, because we ourselves come from a tech background, and we take user uh, data at the highest amount. So every single data that is even entered, even the name and email address, it is in the encrypted format, and there is absolutely no way in which the data breach can happen. I'm making it clear again. So coming back to the login part, I request all the teachers to just stay patient for the next 2 minutes, so that once we complete this, I can answer all the remaining questions. So you've got to type in your email address and password in case if you already have an account, or you can directly log in via Google or Facebook. So here I already have an account, so that is how I'm logging in. So once when you log in, this is what you observe. This is the home feed page. So like you see here, Kusum Lata madam has posted in the similar ways. This is assignment 1. So all we require you to submit is that, for example, let's say my name here is Varun. So I would start off with my name, assignment 1, link, which is this, followed by assignment 2, link, likewise. And once when you do this, you just have to click on post. You just have to click on post, and boom, this is submitted. This is all that we require. And once when you submit it, we get to know that you have done your work, and we would be able to track it. So this is about posting. All right. Now coming back to
Sir, it is directly on the homepage.
now coming back to the session. Yesterday, a couple of teachers were mentioning to me the fact that while logging in, there was issues with loading and stuff. I would request all the teachers that you can do something. So you can try using your mobile, and I think there might be a couple of broadband issues. But the same teachers, when they use their mobile, were able to upload and complete the assignment. So I request all the teachers, in case if you are not able to log in via desktop or laptop, you can log in via your mobile and submit your assignment. And in case if even this is not possible, in today's feedback form, we have added a feature. We have added a question where asking about your experience while doing that, if in case you have any issues. So I have done this couple of sessions with other teachers yesterday who were facing issues. So my team would personally reach out to you, and we would solve your query in the next couple of days. Please do not worry. So I request you to fill the feedback form. In case if you have any problem with the platform, you can fill in the details there. Our team again would reach out to you on a personal level, and we would solve your issue. Okay.
Could you please share the assignment 1 and 2?
Yes. So I request you to fill the feedback form so that we will be sharing all the details right from assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3, and assignment 4.
Okay.
In addition to yesterday's PPT and today's PPT, and the recording videos as well would be shared. So the entire all the details that we require you to submit would be shared.
Sir, but the chat box is not visible.
Thank you so much.
Yes, so here you can see the link, right? bit.ly/June feedback. So you just have to copy paste this link, or you can just type this link in your browser, and once you can fill the feedback form. It is very
Sir, I have a doubt regarding the link sharing.
Varun sir, this link is not working. I tried giving my feedback, but somehow it says it shows error there.
No, ma'am. So we have got almost 81 responses. I think there's some maybe you typed. So you please be careful with regards to the case section. So every single letter you see it's in lower case. So when we are typing, automatically the J goes into uppercase. So that might also be the reason. Anyway,
Sir, I have a doubt regarding today's as well as yesterday's posting of the links. So basically, if I'm doing a Padlet, I need to share that to my students to post something. Since I'm doing it and I'm not able to share it with my respondents, I'll be having a blank Padlet window here. Similarly, was the case with yesterday's online quiz and Kahoot and all. So, what was the exact link that I had to share? Is it with the questions that I need to share with you in the link, or is it that I have to use it as a play and share the responses or the reports?
Yeah, I would like to answer this question,
Yes,
Varun
please,
sir.
ma'am.
May I?
Sure, please, ma'am. Please.
Yeah. So yes, ma'am, we just need the questions. We don't need that your learners should also play, because right now it is summer break for all the students. So I request you to just create the questions and post the link over there. And later when the school open, you can use those resources. But we just want the questions. Maybe you can create a Padlet wall which is blank.
Okay.
But our purpose is to see whether you are able to create or not.
Even with the Quizlet also, ma'am.
Yeah,
Quizlet
yeah.
and
You
Kahoot,
just
we
need to
just need
create.
to.
Yeah, you just need to create. You don't need to play the quiz right now because your learners are not available.
Okay, then only the share details. The link has something called share details. That will be the link that I'll be sharing on the teacher.in.
Yeah. So whenever for every platform you click on the share button, it will give you a link to copy. So you copy that link and paste it in the teacher.in page.
Hello.
So we will be able to see your quizzes from there.
Hello.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. I'll get back to you if I still have a doubt regarding that. Thank you.
Can you please send the assignments once again? Can you please mention?
Yeah, ma'am, sure. You will be getting the PPT mentioning about the assignments of yesterday also and today also. It will be mailed to you. Just make sure you have entered all the details in the feedback form.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
It was a nice one. We enjoyed
Thank you.
it.
Varunji, I just have one last question for you. How do we get the certificates, please, after we finish the assignments?
So the
In
thing
what
is that
form?
we would be evaluating your whatever you submitted, and after the deadline, maybe in 1 to 2 days, you'll be getting your certificates by mail. Or there'll be e-certificates, and they'll be from Osmania University School of Education and Teacher.in in association.
What is the deadline?
The deadline
And will it be personalized?
it is 7th June, 11 p.m.
So will it be personalized? For example, will it say this is to award so and so, name so and so? Will it be personalized certificates?
It would be personalized. It would contain your name.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Sir, isn't everyone getting a certificate?
I'm sorry?
Like I missed yesterday's class, so can I get link of it?
Yes. So please fill the feedback form. So see, please inform the other teachers in your network as well. The teachers who missed today's session because of because we filled the limit of 257. So in case if you can still submit the assignments and by watching the video that is uploaded on our YouTube channel and completing the assignment. It is all about completing the assignment and posting it on the platform that would enable you to get a certification. So I would be sharing.
Mr. Kaushal, aren't we all getting a certificate of participation?
No, ma'am. So the idea here is that we genuinely want teachers to work over things that has been taught today. So at the end of the day, the core importance for all the sessions that we conduct is that we really want teachers to go out and experiment with the tools and create something by
That's good. But
If I fill the feedback form,
it was conveyed to us that it would be there would be certification for this.
Yes. So only when you submit the assignment, you'll be getting the certificate.
That clause wasn't mentioned earlier.
I would like to come in inside.
Certificates.
I'm sorry,
ma'am.
Teachers, I just have to mute you because there's too much disturbance. All right. We'll just take one question at a time right now.
Varun, I would like to come in. Teachers, we have put in a lot of hard work behind this certification program. And since you all are teachers and we are all in the lockdown, we want you to definitely learn some skills so that when the things gets normal, you can take these skills back into your classroom. So it's our humble request to please complete the assignments so that we are able to provide you with the certificate. There
Yeah,
would
but
be
we
no
need more
participation.
time for that. We need more
Yes.
time for that. See, we are teachers, we're still picking up.
Varun sir, Varun sir, summer break is only for namesake. We are on the system 24/7.
No
Summer
doubt,
break
I
is
agree.
just for the namesake.
Ma'am, I totally
And
understand and I totally empathize with all of you. At the end of the day, we ourselves are a community of teachers, so I totally understand,
When you
where
give
you're coming from.
certificates,
But here the thing is that, see, there's one thing that we can possibly do. So in case if there's a huge demand, in case if we're not able to complete it, that is still okay. Maybe we can give an extension, but that is only for a specific set of people. The idea here is that it is not about having a participation. We genuinely want it to be an authentic certificate for the kind of work that you're doing and just not being present over here. So I hope you understand the thought process that you're coming from, and just like Kaushal has mentioned, a lot of
Yeah,
effort
Mr.
has been
Varun,
put into the
I prepared a quiz yesterday itself of 10 questions, but then later on I saw that putting image is compulsory, and there's one more thing that is mandatory. So if such clauses are there, then it becomes very, very difficult for us.
Agreed. So in case if you're already submitted, it's okay. Work on the next two assignments. This is assignment 3 and assignment 4.
So Varun, all I want to ask is that
when you give
if we complete 4
certificates,
assignments, we will get certificate for these 2 days, yesterday and today.
Yes.
That's it, right?
Yes.
So from tomorrow onwards, what is the schedule?
So,
And there'll be certificates separately for that.
Yes. Teachers, I'd have to mute you again because there's too much disturbance.
Hello, Varun sir. Hello, Varun sir.
Teachers, I'd have to mute you. So I'm so sorry about this. Yes, we have got 3 certification programs. Today is the first certification program. We've come to the end of the first certification program, which is 2nd and 3rd June. The second certification program would begin on June 5th and June 6th, and the third certification program would begin on June 8th and June 9th. So these are the 3 certification programs, and every single program would have would have a certification for itself, and every single program would have an assignment to itself. I totally understand the feedback that you are giving, but you should also understand that there's a university partner involved here, and we are doing our best to validate your work. And at the end of the day, it is important for us as a community, as a group, as a company as well, that whatever we submit, whatever we give it to you, has a certain amount of credibility attached, and it is not given just for the sake of it. So that being said, I would like to
Can everybody be on mute, please, because we just can't hear Varunji. He's speaking.
Yes, so that is all from my side, and I think if you can fill the feedback form, we would be reaching out to you. And if you have any other issues as well, just mention it in the feedback form, and we can take it forward. All right, that's all from my side. Kaushal, you have anything to add?
A question regarding.
so
Want to
when you
know
give
the
certificates,
programs for tomorrow and 5th and 6th and 8th and 9th, please.
Yes, ma'am.
when you
If you
give
could repeat the question.
certificates,
Varun sir, there's one thing we were told to. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
go ahead.
I just wanted to know that for the assignments we had to just post the links, right? So I could not understand the part where people have been asking you about the pics. What are the pics that we had to post? I think I missed that part. Were we supposed to post some pics also?
No.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
yeah,
Actually,
please go ahead.
Varun sir, can I answer?
Yes, ma'am. Please go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, so actually the teacher was asking that in the questions, I have written a clause that you are supposed to add images. So she is asking about that.